The book of Joshua is filled with so many miraculous stories of God intervening on behalf of his people. Sometimes we can get caught up in the miracle and we forget the fact that with each miracle is a message calling us to remember who the one is who did the miracle. And that message comes in the form often of a memorial. In Joshua chapter 4, we see this remarkable story of God separating the waters of the Jordan so that the people of Israel can cross from their wilderness wandering, where they'd been for 40 years, through the Jordan River on dry ground, it says, not even mud, but dry ground, into the beginning of possessing the promised land. It's an incredible story, but a part of that story is a memorial. You see, God says to Joshua, I want you to take 12 stones out of the middle of the Jordan, and I want you to set up a memorial in Gilgal so that for generations to come, people will look upon these stones and they will say, what do these stones mean? And he goes, when they ask what these stones mean, tell them that the Lord brought you through the Jordan on dry ground. It's such a fascinating moment. It's the first of 7 stone memorials in the book of Joshua that we can easily miss because we're so fascinated by the story, we miss the message. Here's my question to us today as we go deeper. What memorials are we missing in our lives? What has God done that we've forgotten in the sands of time? When we look back on our lives, do you see those moments where you've been praying, where you've been seeking God, where you're asking God to come through and you know that he did, but now 10, 15, 20, I don't know how many years on, it's so easy to forget that the Lord was good to his word. This morning, this afternoon, this evening, whenever you're watching this, I wonder if it's time to pause and to thank God, to look back and thank God for the victories that he has brought, for the miracles that he has done in your life. And take a moment, maybe write it down and say, Lord, thank you. This is what I have seen. Take a moment to remember, to build a memorial unto the Lord and remember his faithfulness, remember his goodness, remember that he is for you and that he is not against you. As he was for Joshua, so he is for you. As he was for Nehemiah, so he is for you. As he was for Esther, so he is for you. God is faithful, he is true, he is just, and all through his word, and especially in the book of Joshua, we see memorials of remembrance so that we will not forget. May you today not forget what the Lord has done in bringing you through your Jordan River and setting your feet on solid ground. So I'm praying for you this week that you will see the memorial stones in your life to see what God has done for you, that you would have hope, that you would take courage, and that you would run this race of faith knowing that God is good.